Splitter over the top. It's 0-2. So an 0-2 count. Eovaldi kicks and deals. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Tommy Pham down on 3 pitches. He'll go grab some pine, and there's 2 away. Mercy, oh, did he just get schooled in that at bat? The first pitch was definitely a ball, but after that, pulled the string on a couple, and there's 2 away. So 2 down. Gurriel's the batter. Righty-righty matchup. First pitch on the way, off the edge. Called for a wide strike. It's 0-1. The 0-1. They set up inside. Swing and fouls it back out of play. 0-2. If Eovaldi gets that kind of a strike zone all night long from Rayburn, the batters are going to have absolutely no shot in this game. So an 0-2 count. Turns, kicks, deals, swing, and fouls it back out of play. 96 up top will do it again. It's 0-2. Eovaldi just 27 pitches into the night. The 0-2 from Eovaldi. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. He absolutely ran the gamut on them. We'll be back in a flash. It's 2-0 Texas. We head to the bottom of the second inning.
Go to a psychic with her.
A psychic? He considers them not just mumbo jumbo, but extra jumbo mumbo jumbo. Don't get me wrong, I'm glad they're friends. I just wish he'd be that comfortable around me already.
It took him a long time to get comfortable around me, too.
Really? What did you do?
Something terrible in a former life, I don't know.
Here are some baseball facts that you might not have known. On June 11th, 1938, Johnny Vandermeer threw a no-hitter against the Boston Bees. Just 4 days later, Vandermeer threw a second no-hitter, this time against the Dodgers. To this day, Vandermeer is still the only player in baseball history to throw 2 straight no-hitters. In 1970, the Cardinals signed a catcher out of high school named Randy Poffo. He played in the minors for the Cardinals and the Reds for 4 years before quitting baseball. He instead pursued professional wrestling, where he became the legendary Macho Man Randy Savage.
All right, just wash your hands before you use it. I don't get your germs.
Whoa. Washing your hands is healthy? I did it because it felt good. I have so much to learn.
After Cleveland's great pitcher Addie Joss died, his fellow ball players staged a benefit game to aid his widow. All the great stars came. Walter Johnson, Smokey Joe Wood, Napoleon Lajoie, and Ty Cobb. The game was a great success. They managed to raise $12,931, but it only increased the players' anxieties. With no pensions of their own, or job security, or grievance procedure with the owners, they felt powerless. They now formed a players' fraternity. It had 2 goals: to rid baseball of the hated reserve clause and to gain a larger share of the profits for the men who made those profits possible. At first, they got nowhere. The owners simply ignored them.
You're listening to Braves Country Baseball on Braves Country HD. Welcome back. First pitch on the way from Zach Gallen is a 94-mile-an-hour fastball right there at the knees on the outer edge of Jonah Heim. It's 0-1. The 0-1 pitch, righty-lefty matchup. Swing and pops it back foul out of play. 0-2. So an 0-2 count. Gallen looks in. Kicks and deals. Swung on, fouled straight back. 0-2. He's gone four-seam cutter and then back to the four-seam on that third pitch. The 0-2 pitch. Lets her fly. Swung on, banged on the ground over to second. Marte's got it. Flips it over to Walker. It's a 4-3 putout, and there's one away. So one down. Nathaniel Lowe will come to the plate. Left-handed first baseman. Had a couple of really big hits in the ALCS. First pitch on the way to Lowe's, 94 miles an hour right there. Just kisses the black on the inside. It's 0-1. The 0-1 pitch. 94 right there up top. It's 0-2. The 0-2 pitch. Fastball misses high. Tried to get her to chase up top. 1-2. Game 1 tonight. Game 2 tomorrow night. Same bat time, same bat channel. 8:03 first pitch. The 1-2 pitch on the way. Inside. Fastball misses 2-2. They'll take Sunday off for the travel day and avoid the NFL slate, and then back to it Monday night, Tuesday night, and Wednesday night. Those games will all be in Arizona. The 2-2 pitch. Swung on, grounded over to second. Marte's got it. Flips it over to first. Another 4-3 putout. Has 2 up, 2 down here in the bottom of the second. Two down, and that'll bring Josh Young up to the plate. Big third baseman, a couple of really big home runs in the last series. Righty-righty matchup. Josh Young, 3 home runs this postseason. The first pitch on the way is a 90-mile-an-hour cutter across the letters. 0-1. The 0-1. Fastball right there on the inner cut. It's 0-2. 95 miles an hour, dotting the knees. Josh Young will take his time out, step out of the batter's box. The 0-2 from Gallen. Kicks and delivers. Swung on, bang foul down the third base line. We'll do it again. Gallen with the rocky first inning, looking for a 1-2-3 bounce back. The 0-2 pitch. Kicks and deals. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Got him with the knuckle curve, and that'll end the inning. 3 up, 3 down. Gallen bounces back. When we come back, Alec Thomas and the rest of the kids will grab the bats for the Diamondbacks.
When I look at the history of the organization all the way back to when I started, the one thing that we were not known for is a tremendous offense. Okay, so we were always known for our pitching and defense, and that kept us in every year. That's why we won. We also stayed healthy. I think there was a 10-year spurt where the big three didn't miss a start. I was the first one to miss a start. But this team is equipped to do anything they want. Offensively, they're gifted. Speed is through the roof. And their pitching staff is more than adequate. And I think that the fact that if they have health in their rotation, they have decent depth, which is important today. I think it could be the best baseball team the Atlanta Braves have trotted out in a long time, if ever. And I know that goes all the way back to Hank Aaron, but I can't think of a better offensive squad than they've got really from the top to the bottom. And I know the game's played differently, and there's guys that do the lineup that can hit home runs. But when you can keep Max Fried healthy, and you can have Strider, like you said, healthy, and then you sprinkle in a veteran like Morton, if they can get Kyle Wright back to where he was last year and his shoulder is not an issue, they have the front three that can match with anybody.
At a meeting in New York City, Ward helped found the Brotherhood of Professional Baseball Players. It was the players' first attempt to organize, and they were determined to abolish the hated reserve clause. But Albert Goodwill Spaulding and the other owners would not give an inch. In 1889, they tried further to consolidate their power by setting an absolute salary cap of $2,500, then added insult to injury by charging the players rent for their uniforms. It was the last straw.
You're listening to Braves Country Baseball. Please like it. Welcome back. 2-0 your score. Nathan Eovaldi goes back to work. The first pitch on the way to Corbin Carroll is up top for a strike. It's 0-1. Righty-lefty matchup, the 0-1 pitch. Swing, and that ball's laced down the left field line and off the wall, but foul, just foul. 0-2. Alec Thomas, the .212 average, 4 home runs here in the postseason, 6 RBI. So an 0-2 count. He gets back in the box. Eovaldi comes set. The pitch on the way. Swung on, high chopper over the mound. Thomas should be able to beat this out. He will. It is an infield single and the first base runner for the Arizona Diamondbacks. Kind of a high chopper, almost a Baltimore chopper type hit. Just got over the glove of Eovaldi. The infield charging in, no chance to get the ball in time. Thomas can fly. So 1 on, nobody out, top of the third. Arizona trails by 2. First pitch on the way, swung on. That ball's going to get laced into right field. That's going to get down for a base hit. Here comes Thomas. He's going to slam on the brakes. He's got to dive back into second. A head first slide. He's back in there. Garcia threw behind the runner. Thomas thought about going first to third, then pulled up. Must have been held up by the third base coach because he looked like he was coming around. I don't know if he would have been able to make it or not, but nonetheless, Thomas is back in there after a close play at second. So runners on first and second, nobody out. Top of the third inning. The number 9 hitter, Perdomo, comes to the plate. First pitch on the way to Perdomo. He's going to drop down a bunt. Good bunt by Perdomo. He's flying down the first base line. Eovaldi scoops it, grabs it, flips it over to first. And it's a good sack bunt. The runners both move up 90 feet, and they are in scoring position. Good fundamental baseball here by the Arizona Diamondbacks. Not something you see a whole lot anymore. So that'll bring Corbin Carroll to the plate, the leadoff hitter. First pitch on the way, swing and a miss. 92-mile-an-hour cutter up top. It's 0-1. Corbin Carroll grounded out in the first inning. Texas playing the defense back. They're willing to concede the run at third to be able to keep the lead. The 0-1 pitch. Up top, misses high. Whoa, called for a strike. Another bad call by DJ Rayburn. It's 0-2. That's about the fifth or sixth eye roll that he's gotten already by the batters from both Texas and Arizona. The 0-2 pitch. Swing, and that ball's laced into center field. That's going to get down for a base hit. Taveras took a bad corner to it, and it gets past him. It's going to get down where the green grass grows. 1 run will score. It's 2-1. 2 runs will score. It's 2-2. And the game is tied, and Corbin Carroll stands on third with a 2 RBI triple here in the top of the third inning. Bad defensive play by Taveras. He should have been able to cut that off and keep Carroll at second base at the most, probably a single. And though they won't ring him up for an error because he didn't touch it, man alive, can Corbin Carroll fly. They showed him streaking around from first to second, heading towards third. He didn't even look like you could see his legs, like the road runner out there. So 2-2 your score, top of the third inning, 1 out. They'll have a quick chat with Eovaldi. You go over the game plan with Ketel Marte coming to the plate. Moreno stands on deck. The go-ahead run 90 feet away with only 1 out. They'll draw the infield in. Righty-lefty matchup. The first pitch on the way to Marte's up high for a ball. It's 1-0. The 1-0. In the dirt, ball gets away. Heim, luckily, the ball hit the home plate umpire, Rayburn, in the right footer. That ball would have rolled to the backstop. It would have been a run. So back to work, 2-0 the count, 2-2 your score, top of the third, 1 out. The pitch on the way. Swing and a miss. It's 2-1. Righty-lefty matchup. Carroll inching towards the plate. The 2-1 pitch. 94-mile-an-hour fastball just misses outside wide. 3-1. The 3-1 pitch. Eovaldi kicks and deals. Ball grounded to first. They're going to come home with it, and Carroll is safe. They're going to take a look at this. Let's see if he got it. It looks like that the Heim catcher, Heim, caught the ball, and it would have beat Carroll, but he lost his balance, fell forward, and Carroll got in under the tag, and it's 3-2 Arizona. Do apologize, my screen went blank for a second. First pitch on the way is swung on and banged foul, high and out of play. It's 0-1. The 0-1 pitch. Inside, 1-1. So a 1-1 count. Runner at first. Marte easily safe at first on that play where the first baseman decided to come home. Eovaldi turns around, quick flip over to first, try to keep Marte. One your count, runner on first, one out. Arizona leads it 3-2. The 1-1 pitch swung on, foul back out of play. It's 1-2. The 1-2 pitch, kicks and fire, swing and a miss, strike 3. Runner goes, Marte's going to be safe. Head first slide into second base. Good jump by Marte, good pitch to go on. It was the splitter. Moreno way out in front of that pitch, but it helped Marte get down to second. So 3-2 your score. Marte, representing the fourth run, is now in scoring position. The first pitch on the way to Walker is down and away for a ball. It's 1-0. The 1-0 to Walker. Swing and bangs that off the plate. 1-1. So a 1-1 count. Runner on second. 2 outs. Arizona 3 runs across in this inning. Eovaldi comes set. The 48th pitch of the night. The pitch on the way. Swung on. Slice foul down the line. It's 1-2. A 1-2 count on Walker. Eovaldi's working slower and slower this inning. Comes set. Looks back the runner. The pitch on the way. Outside wide, 2-2. So a 2-2 count. Unfortunately, the Fox broadcast, who does a bad job of a lot of stuff, but they don't show the pitch clock as the 2-2 pitch misses outside wide, 3-2. But it feels like that Eovaldi has kind of pushed the limits a couple of times. I don't know why they don't show it. Everyone else has all year long. I don't know if it's because they don't do it enough and they don't know what they're doing. But it's really strange. The 3-2 pitch on the way from Eovaldi. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Got him with the splitter, and that'll end the inning. But not before the Arizona Diamondbacks grab a 3-2 lead in game number 1 of the World Series.
I'm not saying that it's rough where I live, but my Walmart is selling Father's Day cards in packs of 5.
Welcome back. First pitch on the way to Tavares is right there for a strike. It's 0-1. Gallen goes back to work now with the lead, 3-2 your score. The 0-1 pitch, swing and a miss off the edge. It's 0-2. If you're just joining us, Texas scored 2 runs in the top of the first inning. Gallen was really on the ropes, got a double play to get him out of the inning. And Arizona, who had gone 6 up, 6 down to start the game, scored 3 runs in the top of the third, and that's where we stand. The 0-2 pitch, down and in for a ball. It's 1-2. Tried to get him to chase that changeup. So a 1-2 count. Pitch on the way. Fastball misses high, 95 miles an hour. 2-2. The 2-2 pitch, swing and a miss, strike 3. Got him with the changeup down below the knees, and there's one away. When Gallen's pitching well, he's got that pitch working, keeping you off balance between that and the mid-90s fastball. That pitch was catching a lot of the zone and hanging in the first inning. Seems like he might have gotten his control back. First pitch on the way to the right-hander Semien as the order flips over. It's right there for a strike on the inner corner. It's 0-1. Marcus Semien 0 for 1. Righty-righty matchup. The 0-1 pitch swung on, pops it up high in the sky, chasing it down the left field line. It's going to fall harmlessly foul about 20, 30 feet away from Carroll, who had a long way to go as they're playing Semien to pull. Tomorrow morning, remember, the Armchair Quarterback tailgating show starts at 10 a.m. Eastern, 10 a.m. to noon right here. Talking college football and NFL lines for this weekend's action. Florida-Georgia game, among other big matchups. So an 0-2 count to Semien. Righty-righty matchup, 1 down, the pitch on the way. Cutter misses way outside wide, 1-2. The 1-2. Rocks and fires, swing and a miss. Strike 3. Got him. Another changeup. Swinging changeup, strike, and there's 2 away. Nasty pitch by Gallen. 47 pitches in here in the bottom of the third. The first pitch on the way to Seager, 92 miles an hour. Called for inside for a ball. It's 1-0. Rayburn's been all over the place. He's called that inside pitch a strike a few times already, but that time calls it for a ball. So the 1-0 pitch. Seager comes set. Righty-lefty matchup. Gallen looks in. The pitch on the way. Swing and a miss. Change up over the top. It's 1-1. Corey Seager walked his first time up. The 1-1 pitch. Tried to get him to chase that changeup again. This time he recognized it. Took it all the way. It's 2-1. So a 2-1 count. Righty-lefty matchup. 94 miles an hour inside. Misses high and inside. The 3-1 to Seager. Gallen comes set. Standing on deck is Evan Carter. The pitch on the way. Inside, 95 miles an hour. And he'll walk him down. That'll bring Evan Carter up to the plate. Remember, Carter, his first time up, drove Seager in with an RBI double after Seager had walked. The first pitch on the way is right there at the knees for a strike. 89 mile an hour changeup. It's 0-1. The 0-1 lifts the glove and lets it go. Inside, 92 mile an hour fastball. Might have been the cutter. It's 1-1. The 1-1 from Gallen comes set. Swing, and that ball's chopped down the left field line. That's going to be fair ball, and Seager goes first to third. He is in there with the head first slide. And on the throw heading to third, Evan Carter trucks it up to second base. So they got runners on the corners. Or excuse me, runners on second and third and 2 out. The go-ahead run in scoring position. Would have been a much smarter play for Gurriel to throw it to second base. He didn't have much of a chance of getting Seager there, and it would have kept Evan Carter from going from all the way to second. So 2 down, runner on second and third. The first pitch on the way to Adolis Garcia is chopped foul off the plate. It's 0-1. The 0-1. Kicks and deals. Fastball misses inside. 1-1. The 1-1 from Gallen. High and inside, 95 miles an hour, 2-1. Close shave. He was able to bend out of the way. So a 2-1 pitch. Runner on second and third. Got her right there at the knees for a strike. Right down the pipe, down Main Street. It's 2-2. Gallen 1 strike away from getting out of this jam. Also a single away from choking up the run. Choking up the lead, excuse me. 2 on, 2 out. The 2-2 pitch. Deuces are wild here in the Lone Star State. Gallen's going to call for time, or maybe that was Garcia. Either way, Gallen steps off the rubber. Garcia steps out of the box. The 2-2 pitch. Gallen brings it. Down and away. Knuckle curve misses. Ball 3. So a 3-2. Alice Garcia, who's been on fire in this series, the pitch on the way. Down and away, ball 4. Might have been pitching around him. Garcia 6 for 7 in his last 7 at bats in the postseason. That will bring Mitch Garver. Remember, Garver found his way aboard the last time up. They're going to go out there and have a quick powwow with Gallen. Look like this might be a meeting just with the infield. They want to have a quick talk about how they want to pitch Garver here. With the bases loaded and 2 outs, Arizona leads it by 1. Righty-righty matchup. Goes back to work. The first pitch on the way. 95-mile-an-hour fastball. Swung on. Foul back out up against the screen behind home plate. It's 0-1. The 0-1. Bases loaded. 2 outs. Bottom of the third. Pitch on the way. Inside. 1-1. Tried to get him to chase that changeup, but that changeup faded well and in. So a 1-1 count. Gallen, who was gifted a 3-run top of the third inning, is in danger of choking away the lead. The 1-1 pitch. Inside, 2-1. Falls behind Garver once again, the 2-1 count. Bases are loaded, 2 outs. Nowhere to put Garver. The 2-1 pitch from Gallen. Nowhere near the zone. Ball 3. 91-mile-an-hour cutter that was well off the plate and wide. So a 3-1 count. Nowhere to put Mitch Garver. The bases are juiced. 2 outs. Arizona leads by just 1. The 3-1 pitch. Right there for a strike. Knuckle curve. Floated into the zone about belt high. Caught Garver off guard, and it's a full count. So the good news for Gallen, he's worked it back to a full count. The bad news, with 2 outs and the bases loaded, all the runners will be on the move. The 3-2 payoff pitch. Fastball swung on, fouled straight back, 96-mile-an-hour. Do it again at 3-2. Meanwhile, Gallen is at 67 pitches in just 2 2/3 innings pitched. That bullpen is going to have to start getting loose in the very near future. The payoff pitch swung on, pops it back, foul again, 96 miles an hour. We'll do it again. One of the things you'll see pitchers try to do is they'll try to outsmart themselves, throw an off-speed pitch here and speed up Garver's bat, but he's not catching up to that 96-mile-an-hour fastball. If I'm Moreno, I just keep putting 1 down. The 3-2 pitch, down below the knees, tried to get him to chase the off-speed, and he has walked in the tying run. 3-3 your score. Tried to get him to chase out of the zone. Garver had seen enough pitches in that at bat. He wasn't falling for that one. So bases are still loaded. They'll have another meeting on the mound. This time the pitching coach will go out there and talk to Gallen. Sure, a lot of Arizona fans are probably wondering where was he the at bat before. Jonah Heim stepping to the plate. So bases loaded, 2 outs, bottom of the 3rd inning. Gallen will go back to work. The pitch on the way to Heim. Swung on, bang foul down the third base line. It's 0-1. Long 3rd inning here. Warming up in the bullpen, as we suspected, Mantiply, the left-hander, getting loose. The 0-1 pitch. Swung on, lifts it high, not very deep, coming in, making the play as Thomas in center field. That'll end the inning, but not before Gallen gives up another run. It's 3-3. We head to the top of the 4th inning here in Game 1 of the World Series.
Today I'm going to show you how to tie a tie with the help of my gay nephew, Peter Piscitello.
Gay? I'm not gay.
What are you talking about? Of course you are.
No, I'm not. Why would you think I was gay?
You ever hear yourself talk, Peter? You're gay.
What are you talking about? This is how I talk.
Peter, you got nothing to be ashamed about. The whole family supports you.
Excuse me, the whole family?
Here are some baseball facts you might not have known. In the early days of baseball, some hitters would choose to use a flat bat. Batters felt that utilizing a flat bat allowed them to bunt easier. But Rule 1.10a was instituted stating the bat shall be a smooth, round stick. 2021 Cardinals, Nolan Arenado, Paul Goldschmidt, Tyler O'Neill, Harrison Bader, and Tommy Edman all won a Gold Glove award. This made the 2021 Cardinals the first team in history to win 5 Gold Glove awards.
So Deshaun Watson blocked me on Twitter. Guess I must have rubbed him the wrong way.
In 1914, a band of rich businessmen, hoping to get in on the baseball action, formed their own league, the Federal League. They began offering big money to big stars, willing to sign up with their teams. They even gave the players the right to become free agents. 81 players were lured to the new league, including Three Finger Brown, Joe Tinker, and Chief Bender. Old ballparks were renovated and new ones built, including one on Chicago's north side that would one day be called Wrigley Field. But the upstart league was a direct challenge to Ban Johnson, who resented the interlopers just as National League owners had resented him when he launched the American League in 1901. Johnson denounced the competition as pirates and threatened to blacklist any players who jumped to the new league. But to stem the flood of deserting players, he and his owners also raised the salaries of remaining stars and pledged to do better even by average players in the future.
Welcome back. First pitch on the way from Eovaldi to Tommy Pham. The number 5 hitter is outside wide for a ball. It's 1-0. The 1-0 pitch, righty-righty matchup. Swung on. That ball is belted high and deep, going back on the track. It is gone. Ramalama ding dong, a solo shot, and Tommy Pham has given Arizona the lead once again. His third home run this postseason, and it was a hanger. Pham did not miss. His first at bat, Pham looked lost up there. The second at bat, he must have went and looked at some tape because he absolutely plowed that into the upper deck in left field. So 4-3 your score. Arizona grabs the lead right back. The first pitch on the way to the number 6 hitter, Gurriel, is a fastball right down the pipe for a strike. It's 0-1. The 0-1 pitch. Rocks and fire. Swing and a miss. It's 0-2. The 0-2 count. Swung on, banged on the ground over towards short. Seager's got it, flips it over to first, and it's a 6-3 put out, and there's one away. Good pitch by Eovaldi. Good bounce back pitch. So Gurriel retired. That'll bring Alek Thomas to the plate. Thomas, 1 for 1. First pitch on the way is up top, misses outside wide. It's 1-0. Thomas got aboard via the Baltimore chop infield single his first time up. The 1-0 pitch misses again. Ball 2, 2-0. So a 2-0 count. Righty-lefty matchup. Pitch on the way. Swing and a miss over the top of the splitter. It's 2-1. The 2-1. Kicks and fires. Swing and a miss. Chase that splitter again. It's 2-2. He's pulling off of that pitch and trying to yank it. And the splitter's just taking a nosedive. He's not coming anywhere close touching it. So the 2-2 pitch, swing, and pops it back foul. Took him to the fastball upstairs. Might just be a classic change the eye level pitch. He keeps showing the replay of that Tommy Pham home run. It was basically just a hanging splitter. You get a hanging splitter, you're basically just throwing in a soft changeup. The 2-2 pitch on the way, swung on, banged on the ground, heading over towards first. Thomas bussing it down the line. The first baseman, Lowe's going to have to make the play. He flips it over to Eovaldi covering the bag, and there's 2 away. Good defensive play by Nathaniel Lowe. Good job of covering the base by Eovaldi. 2 down, top of the 4th inning. That'll bring Evan Longoria to the plate. Longoria 1 for 1. The first pitch on the way. Bender called for a strike on the outer edge. It's 0-1. The 0-1 swing and a miss at that splitter in the dirt. It's 0-2. Got an 0-2 count. Pitch on the way. Rocks and fires. Inside almost gets him, spins him around. It's 1-2. 96-mile-an-hour fastball just under the hands. Would say Longoria want to lean into that one and take it, but 96 on the hands, that usually doesn't turn out well. The 1-2 pitch tries to get him to chase the curveball off the edge and out of the zone. No dice, evens up the count at 2-2. Eovaldi at 66 pitches, so a little high from where he should be, but not terribly high at this point, if he can get this out. The 2-2 pitch on the way. Fastball off the edge, called strike 3. Longoria doesn't like it. He's giving home plate umpire Rayburn an earful. Can't blame him. Another terrible call by DJ Rayburn. No one came to see you call the game. We'll be back in a flash here on Braves Country Radio's World Series 2023.
Kelly and other carousing Chicago players were widely blamed for losing the championship to St. Louis in 1886. That winter, an exasperated Spaulding sold Kelly to Boston for the unheard-of sum of $10,000. Chicago fans were devastated, but Boston fans were so delighted they presented their new star with a house and a carriage drawn by 2 white horses in which to ride to the ballpark.
Are you looking for a reliable dental practice that not only cares about your teeth, but is friendly to work with? How about one that offers great deals and new patient promotions? Well, your search is over. Most Valuable Smiles in downtown Eatonton, Georgia is committed to giving you the biggest and brightest smile. Right now, get a $99 new patient special, including x-rays and exam. Maybe you're looking for veneers. Most Valuable Smiles veneer special includes 1 free veneer with every 5 purchased. Or get that bright white smile you've always wanted by taking advantage of an exclusive $100 off Zoom whitening treatment when you book today. And don't forget that 2022 is almost over. That means most insurance policies will reset by the new year, and to avoid losing that extra money, you need to use it or lose it. Book an appointment today with Most Valuable Smiles in downtown Eatonton to lock in these exclusive deals. Call 706-623-0318 or visit mostvaluablesmiles.com.
Welcome back. Zach Gallen will go back to work. The first pitch on the way to Nathaniel Lowe, the left-hander. Righty-lefty matchup is swung on and fouled back out of play. Fastball up top. It's 0-1. The 0-1 swung on, popped up high in the sky. Coming in, the left fielder Gurriel. He'll make the catch, and there's one away. So 1 down. Looks like they're going to try to keep Gallen out there, but the bullpen is staying loose out there. You got Mantiply, the left-hander, warming up, and it looked like there was a right-hander starting to stir as well. So we'll keep an eye on that. They'd love to get an inning or 2 more out of Gallen. He is at a high pitch count. The 74th pitch on the way to Josh Young is a cutter off the edge for a ball. It's 1-0. Young, 0 for 1 with the strikeout in the second. The 1-0 pitch. Right there on the edge, called for a strike, 1-1. And Young, rightfully so, cuts his eye back at home plate umpire because it was essentially the same exact pitch, same exact location. One was a ball and one was a strike. The 1-1 to Young. Gallen comes set, lets her go. Change up, misses down 2-1. The 2-1 righty-righty matchup. Gallen lets her go. Swung on. That ball is laced into right field. That's going to get down for a base hit. And it's a 1-out single for the Texas Rangers. See the comment about the A's. The A's are moving to Las Vegas. That is a done deal. I believe it's 2026 or 2027. So 1 on, 1 out, righty-lefty matchup. Pitch on the way to Tavares, the number 9 hitter. Down and in for a ball. It's 1-0. Gallen looking back, the runner over his shoulder. The 1-0 pitch. Comes set. The pitch on the way. Swing, fouls it straight back. It's 1-1. Arizona 4, Texas 3. Diamondbacks fell behind in this game quickly, 2-0. The 1-1 pitch right there for a strike on the outer edge. Good pitch by Gallen. 1-2. Gallen trying to keep Tavares from advancing the runner with the top of the order coming to the plate. The 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Chase that changeup down into the dirt, and there's 2 away. Wasn't a great pitch by Gallen, but he got Tavares with 2 strikes chasing after it. One on, 2 out. Top of the order comes to the plate once again. The Texas Rangers, their 3rd time through the order here in the 4th. First pitch on the way is a knuckle curve, swing and a miss down below the knees. It's 0-1. The 0-1 just misses high and out of the zone. 1-1. The 1-1 from Gallen. Down and in. Changeup misses. 2-1. Other than that one inning, he's really struggled with the placement of that changeup. Runner on first, 2 outs. Gallen at 82 pitches here in the 4th inning. The windup, the pitch. Swing and bangs that foul down the third baseline. It's 2-2. You do wonder if we might see Mantiply right now if Simeon gets on. You would have Seager and Carter due up 2 left-handers. Mantiply is loose and warm. Gallen comes set. The 2-2 pitch. Swung on. That ball is hammered into left center field. Going back on the track. Making the catch is Gurriel at the wall, and that'll end the inning. A loud out number 3. We will be back in a flash. Game 1 of the World Series. Arizona leads it 4-3.
What? No, you are promoting a benefit to clothe homeless people. You can't come out dressed like that. You're all puffed up. You look like you're gonna swing in on a chandelier.
Today we're going to talk about crazy stats. Mark Lemke played for 11 seasons and had 3,664 career regular season plate appearances. You may be asking yourself, what is crazy about that? In his entire career, he was never hit by a pitch. Lemke also had 257 career postseason plate appearances, and you guessed it, he was never hit by a pitch.
It all starts with just one thing. Glass jars can be reused to store food and spices, as a holder for combs and brushes in the bathroom, or as a container for plants and homemade candles, in addition to simply being recycled. Find tips and more at onethingus.com.
In 1910, Ty Cobb was locked in a fierce battle with Napoleon Lajoie of the Cleveland Indians for the batting championship of the American League. The hugely popular Lajoie had led the league in batting twice before and was considered the greatest second baseman in the game. The Chalmers Motor Company had offered a new car to the man who won the title. Cobb wanted that car, but he was so detested by those who played against him that when he and Lajoie were neck and neck for the title at the very end of the season, the manager of the St. Louis Browns, just to spite Cobb, ordered his third baseman to play so deep that Lajoie got 6 bunt singles in a row. The manager was found out and fired. Cobb ended up winning the title by a single percentage point. Years later, it was discovered that in fact Lajoie should have won. Cobb's average had been inflated by counting one game twice, but both men got cars. It would be the first of 10 cars Cobb would receive over his career.
Welcome back. First pitch on the way from Eovaldi to Perdomo. It's a fastball right there for a strike. It's on 1. Perdomo sacked bunt last time up, which resulted in the 2 runs taking the lead. The 0-1 pitch down and in for a ball. It's 1-1. Perdomo, the number 9 hitter, shortstop, does have good speed if he can get on. The switch hitting infielder, the 1-1 pitch swung on. That ball is rifled into center field. That's going to get down for a base hit. And it's a leadoff single for the Arizona Diamondbacks. Good piece of hitting by Perdomo. That'll flip the lineup over, and Corbin Carroll comes to the plate. Corbin Carroll, 1 for 2 with a triple, 2 RBIs. Kid can absolutely fly. Eovaldi turns around and flips it over to first real quick to keep the runner close by. Good pickoff move by Eovaldi. The first pitch on the way to Carroll as Eovaldi comes set, lifts the glove, pitch out, and Perdomo they're going to fire it back over to first, trying to catch him with his hand in the cookie jar. Perdomo didn't have a very big lead. And he's back in there easily. So a 1-0 count to Carroll after the pitch out. Righty-lefty matchup. 1-run game here in Texas. The 1-0 pitch. Up top, misses high, 2-0. The 2-0. Kicks and deals. Outside wide. Ball 3, 3-0. It wasn't a pitch out, but it was in that same area. 93-mile-an-hour fastball that was well out of the zone. So a 3-0 to Carroll. Perdomo inching closer towards second. Probably stay put with the 3-0 pitch on the way. Fastball right there for a strike. It's 3-1. The 3-1. Swing and a miss. Runner on the way. He head first slide. He is safe. The stolen base. Picked a good pitch to go on. Really good jump. The swing and a miss. Might have affected the throw by Heim, but man, oh man, did he get a huge jump. He was bouncing that way and just took off. Just got under the tag. Pretty good throw by Heim. So a 3-2 count. Runner at second. Nobody out. Eovaldi looks back. The pitch on the way. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. 94 miles an hour. Blew it right past Carroll, and there's one away. Really good pitch on the outer edge. Carroll was well behind that pitch. First pitch on the way to Ketel Marte is down and in for a ball. It's 1-0. Eovaldi now at 77 pitches. Arizona 4, Texas 3, top of the 5th inning. 1 down. The 1-0. Eovaldi looks back, kicks and deals. Swing, and that ball's chopped foul down the first base line. 1-1. Game 2 tomorrow night, 8:03 first pitch. We'll have it pitch by pitch, play by play right here on Braves Country Radio. The 1-1 on the way to Marte. Inside. Misses just off the edge, 2-1. So he started him off with the cutter down and in, then went splitter and cutter back inside. The 2-1 from Eovaldi. Kicks and fire, swing, and that ball's lifted high and deep into right center field. That ball's going to get down off the wall. 1 run will score. It's 5-3 Arizona. Perdomo touches home plate, and Marte takes his spot at second base with an RBI double. This Arizona team has just caught lightning in a bottle, and they are just absolutely fun team to watch. Biggest difference between these two teams, because they both have good offenses and both have pretty good starting pitching. My lean at the beginning of the series was Arizona because of the bullpen, but I thought Texas would get a much better start out of Eovaldi. First pitch on the way to Moreno is down and away for a ball. It's 1-0. The 1-0, outside wide, 2-0. The 2-0 pitch. Swing and pops it up foul. 2-1. Runner on second, 1 out. Top of the 5th inning. Arizona now leads by 2. 5-3 your score. Texas jumped out to a 2-0 lead in the first. Arizona grabbed the lead back at 3-2 in the third. Texas tied it again. The 2-1 pitch swung on, grounded over to shortstop. A worm burner right into the glove of Seager. He'll fire it over to first. 6-3 put out on the play. Marte goes over to third, but there are 2 away. Dane Dunning warming up in the Texas Ranger bullpen. Eovaldi at 84 pitches through 5 innings. First pitch on the way to Christian Walker is high and out of the zone for a ball, 1-0. Walker's 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts, so looks like Bochy's going to try to get another out of Eovaldi. The success he's had so far. The 1-0 pitch, outside wide, 2-0. Standing on deck is Tommy Pham. If he were to lose Walker here, I can't imagine he would face Pham after Pham hitting that home run against him the last time up. The 2-0. Runner at third, 2 outs. Pitch on the way. Outside wide, ball 3. So a 3-0 count. Eovaldi at the end of his rope, 87 pitches in 4 2/3 innings. The 3-0 count. Eovaldi looks in, kicks and fires, swung on, foul back out of play, 95 miles an hour. Walker was trying to ambush him, but missed. It's 3-1. The 3-1. Down and in, ball 4. And that'll bring Bruce Bochy out. He's going to make a pitching change. Signals for the right-hander coming out of the bullpen. We'll be back in a flash. Texas trails by 2 here in the top of the 5th.
They should have x-rayed your head at the hospital. They did. And for your information, they found nothing.
Here are some baseball facts that you might not have known. The Steve Bartman incident was a very controversial play in which Bartman accidentally prevented a Cubs outfielder from catching a ball, which then spiraled into the Cubs losing the game and eventually the championship series. Cubs fans were livid with Bartman, but the actual Cubs team was apologetic. In fact, after winning it all in 2016, the Cubs decided to give Bartman a World Series ring.
Hey, Braves Country. Braves Country HD is bringing you Braves Country Baseball. Braves Country comes to you every Tuesday night and Friday night and 2 bonus games every week. Hi, I'm Mac Magee, and we'll be bringing you play-by-play, pitch-by-pitch of your Atlanta Braves. It's free to listen. Please like and subscribe. YouTube.com/@Braves Country. Braves Country Baseball for the fans, by the fans.
On November 13th, 1911, John Jordan O'Neill, who would one day become one of baseball's greatest ambassadors, was born in the Gulf Coast port town of Carabel, Florida, the grandson of a slave.
Every town had a baseball team. In my town, Carabel, they had a little local baseball team, and my father played on the baseball team. It was only 4 high schools in the state of Florida a black kid could attend. So just elementary education. Well, so I've got to go to the Sarah field. And in that Sarah field, I was a box boy. I'm sitting behind the boxes one day, and it was hot in Florida, and I was sweaty, and that muck I'm itching, and I said, damn, it's got to be something better than this.
Braves Country HD. Please like and subscribe today. Welcome back in. Dane Dunning goes to work. Runners on the corners, 2 outs. The 0-1 pitch to Pham. Down and away for a ball. Runner on the move. Walker's going to go ahead and take second base. Heim fakes the throw down to second, hoping to catch Marte sneaking down the line, but he did not. So runners on second and third, 2 outs. The 1-1 to Tommy Pham. Swung on. Baltimore chopper high in the sky, making the play. Backhanded, fires it over to first, and they'll get Pham by about a half step, and that'll end the inning. And that is about the third Baltimore chopper we have seen already. But 5-3 is your score. We will be back in a flash, game 1 of the 2023 World Series.
Well, I have a date too.
Who is it? What's his name?
His name is not important. What's important is he's better than you in every conceivable way.
Damn, that could be anybody!
You're listening.
Enjoy sun-drenched days, epic stays, and plenty of room to roam in Greater Fort Lauderdale. Our hotels, attractions, and restaurants have taken the Visit Lauderdale's Safe and Clean pledge, so you can relax and explore with confidence. When you're ready for that well-deserved staycation, our 23 miles of golden beaches await. Find wide-open spaces to hike, bike, kayak, and paddleboard. Visit your favorite attractions, then dine out in style in dining rooms or al fresco on waterfront patios. Learn more at sunny.org.
Braves Country today. We're talking Southern sports. We go live 3 to 5 weekdays right here on WQEE. Braves Country today. Southern sports talk with the voice of Braves Country baseball, Mac Magee. Joined every day from sports analysts from all over Braves Country, talking college football, the NFL, Major League Baseball, and what's trending in the world of sports. Braves Country today. We go live 3 to 5 weekdays right here on WQEE.
The famous Baltimore chop. They would intentionally hit down on the ball, hoping to get a large bounce, which would give the runner time to make it all the way to first base before the shortstop or second baseman could even field it. They would, opposing teams to combat this would flood the area in front of home plate so that when they hit down for the Baltimore chop, the ball would just stop there and the catcher would pick it up and throw the guy out at first. It was an entire set of strategies, tactics, and most importantly, attitudes, which I think that story reveals, that really defined baseball at the time.
You're listening to Braves Country Baseball on Braves Country HD. Welcome back. First pitch on the way from Zach Gallen to Corey Seager. The strike on the outer edge. It's 0-1. Seager, no official at bat yet, has walked 2 times, scored a run. The 0-1 pitch. Down and away, 1-1. So a 1-1 count. Arizona clinging to a 2-run lead, and they've decided to let Gallen go back out there. 88 pitches in. The 1-1. Swing, and that ball's belted down the right field line. Foul. Man, did it get out in a hurry. That thing was absolutely torched. It's 1-2. The 1-2 from Gallen. Comes set. Lets her go. Swung on, grounded over to first. Walker's got it. Waves off Gallen. Steps on the pillow, and there's one away. Busy day here on Braves Country Radio tomorrow. We got game number 2, 8:03 first pitch of the World Series. We've got the Armchair Quarterback Kickoff Show, 10 a.m. to noon, talking college football and NFL spreads. Also, the first part of our 7-part series on the World Series drops tomorrow. That'll be dropping at about 12:15 Eastern. First pitch on the way to Carter is a swing and a miss strike. It's 0-1. 7-part series going over the history of the World Series and the big moments, what it means in general to American sports. The 0-1 pitch is fouled off. It's 0-2. So an 0-2 count to Carter, 1 down. Gallen trying to get through 2 more outs, and he would qualify for a World Series win. You know you'd like to have that on your resume. The 0-2 pitch. Gallen comes set, lets her go, swung on, bangs that down the first base line. Foul. We'll do it again. Standing on deck is Adolis Garcia, Mitch Garver in the hole. Gallen at 93 pitches, so he's close to qualifying for the 5 innings, but he's also close to getting yanked. The 0-2 pitch. 94 up top, misses high and out of the zone. It's 1-2. Arizona 5, Texas 3. The 1-2 pitch on the way. Down below the knees. 2-2. Tried to get him to chase that changeup off the edge once again. 2-2 count. Garcia stands on deck. The pitch on the way. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Got him with the knuckle curve. Down and in, and there's 2 away. Good pitch. So 2 down. Adolis Garcia coming to the plate. He's had so many big hits the last few nights. Really helped will the Rangers to that come from behind victory over Houston. The first pitch on the way to Garcia is a swing and a miss strike. It's 0-1. The 0-1 righty-righty matchup in the dirt. Knuckle curve misses. Probably jumped in front of the plate by about a foot or so. 1-1. 1-1 count. Pitch on the way. Swung on, grounded over towards short. Perdomo's got it, fires it over to first, and it's a 6-3 putout. 3 up, 3 down. Gallen is through 5. We'll be back in a flash. World Series game number 1.
Could you imagine how hot I'd be if I ate right and took care of my body? I mean, I ain't going to do it, but could you imagine?
Braves Country Today. We're talking Southern sports. We go live 3 to 5 weekdays right here on WQEE. Braves Country Today, Southern sports talk with the voice of Braves Country baseball, Mac Magee. Joined every day from sports analysts from all over Braves Country, talking college football, the NFL, Major League Baseball, and what's trending in the world of sports. Braves Country Today. We go live 3 to 5 weekdays right here on WQEE.
Guess what? We played basketball in gym today.
I love basketball.
It was 5-on-5.
Did you guys win?
Well, it was tied with like 10 seconds left in the game.
Nice.
And I was over there. I was like, Kevin, because Kevin had the ball. I was like, throw me the ball. I'm open. And he didn't see me, so I ran to the top. I was like, I'm open, Kevin. And then everybody on my team was like, Kevin, Derek's open. And he threw it to me. And I looked at the time, and it's one and down. And it's like 3, 2. And I just closed my eyes, and I just throw the ball up.
And
it went over the backboard.
Armchair.
On September 20th, 1914, more than 100,000 people filled Cleveland's Brookside Stadium to see the Telling Strollers beat the Hannah Cleaners 8-3.
The ones I remember are the Greenville, Mississippi Buckshots, who were semi-pro, I guess they were called in those days. And they had jobs around town, but the main thing they did was play baseball. And they were a tobacco-chewing crowd, and men were fearful that their daughters might go out with one of them and that kind of thing. They hung around the pool hall a lot when they weren't working or playing baseball. And they were all looking forward to a career.
Welcome back. First pitch on the way from Dane Dunning. Swing and a miss strike for Gurriel. It's 0-1. Righty-righty matchup. Gurriel 0 for 2 on the night. The 0-1 pitch swung on, grounded into the dirt. Over towards short. Seager's got it, flips it over to first. 6-3 put out, and there's one away. Arizona leads this one 5-3. Still a long way to go in this one, but a couple of big plays that have cost Texas. Of course, they keep showing the home run by Pham, but it was really that poor route that Taveras, the center fielder, took on the Corbin Carroll triple that should have been a single. First pitch on the way to Alec Thomas is off the plate wide here in the top of the sixth. It's 1-0. One down, top of the sixth inning, 2-run lead for Arizona. The 1-0 pitch right there for a strike, 94 miles an hour. Good pitch by Dunning. Evens up the count at 1-1. The 1-1. Bangs it foul. It's 1-2. The 1-2 on the way. Swung on, grounded into the hole. Backhanded by the second baseman, Simeon. He'll fire it over to first. Beating it out with his speed is an infield single for Alec Thomas. And there's one on, one out here on the top of the sixth. Good hustle by Thomas. Just dragged it in between second and short. Backhanding the ball and firing it over to first base. Simeon, really a nifty defensive play, but Thomas just way too fast to throw out. That'll bring Evan Longoria to the plate. Longoria takes the first pitch, 91 miles an hour. Out of the zone off the edge, but called for a wide strike. That's been the order of business for home plate umpire DJ Rayburn all night long. It's 0-1. The 0-1 pitch. Slider down and out of the zone, 1-1. So a 1-1 count. Pitch on the way. Swing and fouls that out of play. 92 mile an hour, just a touch out of the zone. Rifles it foul towards the first base side, well into the stands. It's 1-2. He's gone sinker, slider, then back to the sinker again. The 1-2 pitch. Rocks and fires. Down and in. Down and away, excuse me. 2-2. 2-2 count, top of the sixth inning, 1 out. Runner on first with speed in the form of the center fielder, Alec Thomas. Righty-righty matchup. Longoria digs in. Dunning turns around, flips it over to first to keep Thomas close by. Good spinning move, but Thomas was well back in time. We'll do it again. It's 2-2. The 2-2 to Longoria. Dunning comes set, lets her go. Swung on, pops it up. Should be easy playable. It is for Garcia. He'll make the catch with his red glove out and right, and there's 2 away. So 2 down and a runner on first. Bochy is going to make a pitching change. How about that? He's going to come in, bring the left-hander in. We'll be back in a flash. Top of the 6th in a 2-run game.
Roger Connor of the New York Giants was the era's greatest home run hitter. He smashed 138 during his career, a record which would stand until Babe Ruth came along.
Welcome back. Remember game 2 tomorrow night, 8:03 first pitch. Bullpen is going to bring in Bradford. Corey Bradford comes to the mound. The left-hander throws the first pitch. And it swung on, foul back out of play. It's 0-1. Cody Bradford, 1 earned run in 5 2/3 innings this postseason. Trying to keep the score right here. Runner on first with speed, 2 outs. The 0-1. Bradford flips it over to first to keep Thomas close by. We'll do it again. Perdomo stands at the plate. On deck is Corbin Carroll, the 0-1 pitch. High and out of the zone, it's 1-1. So a 1-1 count. The pitch on the way. Well out of sight of the zone, 82-mile-an-hour changeup. You have a changeup that's floating that high and that out of the zone. That could be trouble. The 2-1. Runner on first. If it gets down into the gap, it'll be trouble. The 2-1 pitch. Up high. Runner's on the move. Throw is down to second. He is going to be safe. The ball gets away. Quickly reacting and keeping it in play. Into the infield is Seager. He was backing up Simeon on the play. The throw was a one-hopper and just got past Simeon. Thomas saw the ball get away. In fact, it hit him on the side. Trickled away, but not far enough for him to go much further. The 3-1 pitch to Perdomo. Inside first strike, it's 3-1. Perdomo had flipped down the bat and was heading to first. He'll have to go back and get the bat and get back into order. As you got a full count now. That pitch was a touch inside. See now why Perdomo assumed he was being walked. So a full count. Runner on second. 2 outs. Arizona leads it 5-3. The pitch on the way. Swung on. That ball is going to get hit towards right field. A soft line drive. Making the catch is Simeon, and that'll end the inning. Arizona threatens but fails to score. We'll be back in a flash. Arizona leads it 5-3.
What kind of names were these kids calling you at the pool?
Meathead, Fatso, Lard Butt, Lally the Whale.
Porky, Hog, Fat Ass, Double Wide, Butterball, those sorts of things, right?
In right field, the crowd is tormenting Strawberries, singing Darryl, Darryl. It's a tough time for any kid, and especially now as he stands naked under the world out there in right field, and they taunt him and they chant his name.
He takes his cap off and reacts to it. It's just been a tough time.
I tell you, it's a tough business. And the chant continues, the taunt of Strawberry. High fly ball to Strawberry. Wind blowing it. One away. Boy, they're really on his case. Oh.
Armchair.
No one ever saw anything graceful or picturesque about Wagner on the diamond. His movements have been likened to the gambols of a caracoling elephant. He's so ungainly and so bow-legged that when he runs, his limbs seem to be moving in a circle after the fashion of a propeller. But he can run like the wind. New York American.
A Pennsylvania coal miner who had once hoped to become a barber, Wagner became a star in the Iron and Oil League, and in 1900 joined the Pittsburgh Pirates, where he played shortstop for 18 years. He hit better than 315 seasons in a row. stealing 722 bases, setting league records for at-bats and number of games played that stood for 4 decades.
Welcome back. The night is done for Zach Gallen, right-hander coming out of the bullpen, and already we've got problems with the pitch comm. Ryan Thompson will be your reliever. Right-hander 10 2/3 innings so far. I think their bat boy just came back and brought a new pitch comm, and he says it's good to go. (2023) problems, right? Never had to deal with this before, never had to deal with the pitch clock before. So Thompson will come in. Right-hander with kind of a funky delivery. Will face Garver. The first pitch on the way from the 3/4 slot. Fires the pitch on the outer edge. Called for a wide strike. It's 0-1. Cannot wait to see DJ Rayburn's scorecard after this game. The 0-1 pitch. Down and in, 1-1. The 1-1 swung on, banged on the ground over towards short. Perdomo's got it, fires it over to first. 6-3 putout gets Garver by about a step, and there's one away. So one down. You do wonder how they will build this out. They would have liked to have gotten another inning out of Gallen, with Ginkel most likely pitching the 8th and Sewald the 9th. Now, they could go a little longer with Ginkel and Thompson. They have done that before. You still have Mantaplay in play as well. First pitch on the way. Inside to Heim. Misses for a ball. It's 1-0. The 1-0. 91-mile-an-hour sinker off the edge. 2-0. The 2-0. Rocks and fires inside, misses. Ball 3, 3-0. So a 3-0 count. Nobody on, one out. Pitch on the way. Just misses outside. Ball 4. Thompson gets that first out and then quickly walks the second batter he faces on 4 pitches. That'll bring up the first baseman, Nathaniel Lowe, to the plate. Lowe takes the ball down and inside, takes it low for a ball. It's 1-0. The 1-0. Right there down the pipe, 90-mile-an-hour sinker. Taken all the way by low. It's 1-1. The 1-1 pitch swung on, and that ball is belted high and deep, going back on the track at the wall, making the catch. On the warning track is Corbin Carroll, the right fielder, just before it left the building and tied the game. Holy cow. The reaction by Thompson made you think it had a real chance of leaving. He immediately looked dejected, then looked up and realized the ball was staying in the yard. So that'll bring Josh Young to the plate. Josh Young's 1 for 2. The first pitch on the way to Young is swung on. That ball is roasted up the middle. A worm burner just past the shortstop position. It'll get out into center field. Thomas will cut it off, and you got runners on first and second, and 2 away. Good piece of hitting by Young. That'll bring the number 9 hitter, Taveras, up to the plate. This Texas crowd hasn't had much to get excited about here the last few innings, but they're starting to wake up a little bit. Runner on first, runner on second, 2 outs. Runners will be moving at the crack of the bat. Thompson looks into Taveras. They want to have a quick powwow out there with Thompson, go over the game plan. While that happens, we'll go ahead and go down the scoreboard real quick, the out-of-town scoreboard. In the world of the NBA, well, my scoreboard froze up here for a second. Give me a second. It is finally woken back up, so we'll get you the scores here in a second. Looks like we're going to be back to the action. Mantiply is warming up, the left-hander. Thompson comes set, takes his foot off the rubber. So that'll be used as one of his moves. These are all finals in the NBA. The first pitch on the way to Taveras is down and in for a ball. It's 1-0. Thunder over the Cavs, 108-105. Celtics beat the Heat. Knicks beat the Hawks. Nuggets over the Grizzlies, and the Pistons over the Hornets. All the other games are still in action. The 1-0 pitch swung on, chopped foul off the plate. 1-1. So a 1-1 count with runners on first and second, 2 outs. Arizona clinging to a 2-run lead. Thompson, 13 pitches into this inning. Comes set, the pitch on the way, right there at the knees for a strike, 78-mile-an-hour slider, and it's 1-2. The Thompson 1 strike away from getting out of this jam. Only one real game to mention in college football tonight. Florida Atlantic all over Charlotte 31-16 in the fourth. The 1-2 pitch is banged off the plate, foul down the first base line. We'll do it again. It's 1-2. The 1-2 Thompson comes set. With Simeon and Seager due up, the 1-2 pitch swung on, fouled down the line. We'll do it again. Thompson may be left in there to face Simeon. You would think Mantiply will come in to face Seager and Carter. So if Arizona can get out of this jam right here, you might see Thompson go back out for the first batter of the 7th inning and build it that way. The 1-2 from Thompson. Swing and pops it up. High in the sky. Will it stay in play? Coming over, making the catch is Moreno just before the dugout, and that'll end the inning. Texas threatens but fails to score. We'll be back in a flash, heading to the 7th inning in Game 1 of the 2023 World Series.
I accidentally spent $800 on phone sex.
I was doing my makeup in the rearview mirror and I ran over your golf clubs.
I burned a hole in your favorite dress.
You didn't get that promotion because I called your boss a fat ass at the Christmas party.
Well, I purposely dropped that bowling ball on your foot so you couldn't go to your high school reunion.
I'm 2 years older than you think I am.
Tonight, the information superhighway and one of its main thoroughfares, an online network called Internet.
The Internet, a global hookup that permits computers to exchange information. In 1981, only 213 computers were hooked to the Internet. As the new year begins, an estimated 2.5 million computers will be on the network, serving as many as 20 million people.
5 years from now, we're not going to have distinct cable and telephone industries. There's going to be one industry, and there'll be companies carrying bits, little pieces of information from point A to point B.
There are also interactive TV channels where people order movies on demand instead of driving to the local video store. High schoolers can get practice questions for the Scholastic Aptitude Test. These new services add about $10 a month to the average cable TV bill.
The Dodgers' best pitcher was Dazzy Vance, a hefty right-hander with an 83-inch reach, who had been the dominant strikeout pitcher of the 1920s. He literally had a trick up his sleeve.
You couldn't hit him on a Monday. He'd cut the sleeve of his undershirt to the elbow, and on that part of it he'd use lye to make it white, and the rest he didn't care how dirty it was. Then he'd pitch overhand out of the apartment houses in the background at Ebbets Field, between the bleached sleeve of his undershirt waving and the Monday wash hanging out to dry, the diapers and undies and sheets flapping on the clothesline. You lost the ball entirely. He threw balls by me I never even saw. Rube Bressler.
Welcome back. Cody Bradford stays in the game to face Corbin Carroll. The first pitch to Carroll is a strike right there. Start off the at bat, it's 0-1. Four-seam fastball comes in at 89. The 0-1 pitch, lefty-lefty matchup. Off the plate, wide high. It's 1-1. So a 1-1 count. Bradford comes set, the ninth pitch of his outing. That ball is going to get dropped down for a bunt, and Carroll comes flying down the line. Does he beat that throw? Lovella wants to hold up and see if he may want to challenge that. It was close. It was really close. He flipped the ball up. To see that one more time. Hits the glove. I think he just got him. It was close. But I think they just got him. So they will not challenge. That'll bring up Marte to the plate. Ketel Marte takes the first pitch right there for the strike at the knees, 90-mile-an-hour four-seamer. It's 0-1. The 0-1 lifts and lets it go. Swung on, grounded up the middle. It's going to be a tough play for Semien. He throws off his back foot. Does he get him? They gun him down. This is going to be a close play. If he got him, that is an impressive throw because he was going off against his body, heading towards the dugout, throwing off his front foot, mind you, and he did. He got him by about a half, maybe a quarter step. That was an unbelievable athletic play by Semien. So 2 down, top of the 7th inning. And that is going to bring in, looks like they're going to head to the bullpen. We'll be back in a flash. Looks like the right-hander is coming in. Arizona leads it by 2. Welcome back. Right-hander coming into the game. Try to get this final out. Pitch on the way. John Gray, the pitcher. The 0-1 pitch. Called for a strike on the outer edge. Down and away, it's 0-2. So an 0-2 count. Pitch on the way, swung on, lifted high into right field. Making a leaping catch is Garcia just before the warning track, and that'll end the inning. So faces one batter, gets the out. We will head to the bottom of the 7th. Get up and stretch. It's the 7th inning stretch.
It's a shame, for it's 1, 2, 3, stretch around and be all game. Take me out to the ball game. Take me out with the crowd. I need some peanuts and cracker jacks. I don't care if I ever get back. Let me through. You sound better tonight!
Welcome back. 5-3 is your score as we head to the bottom of the 7th inning. And there is some news to pass along, not sports related, but the main mass shooting suspect, Robert Card, is found dead. Evidently took his own life. As that story continues to develop, his body was found. He is found dead. That was in the Lewiston, Maine shooting that took place a couple of nights ago. Joe Mantiply will come on as we try to transition from that heavy news. Mantiply, the left-hander, will actually start the inning. He'll face Simeon. First pitch on the way, 81-mile-an-hour pitch, and that pitch was well off the plate. Wide, called for a strike. It's 0-1. Simeon got a strange look on his face. I can't blame him. That is an odd call. The 0-1 pitch. Swung on, fouled back out of play. It's 0-2. So an 0-2 count. Ginkle is warming up in the bullpen. Mantiply would be expected to face the first 3 batters here, and then I would think they will probably go to Ginkle no matter what the situation is the 0-2 pitch is a changeup in the dirt. It's 1-2. It's Simeon, the right-hander, then the left-handers, Seager and Carter. The 1-2 pitch swung on. That ball is lifted into left field. Coming in, making the catch is Gurriel. And there's one away. You get into these playoff games and you start playing the out game if you're the opposing manager. So right now, trying to figure out a way to get 8 more outs before Texas scores 2 more runs. That'll bring Corey Seager to the plate. Seager swings at the first pitch, bangs it off his instep. It's 0-1. They could pinch hit for Carter. He's swung the bat so well, you would think they'd want to leave him in the game because there's a good chance his spot will come around in the ninth. And would have to face, assuming that they still have the lead, would face the right-hander. See, I would think they would keep him in the game. The 0-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. Sinker down and in. It's 0-2. So an 0-2 count. Pitch on the way, well out of the zone. 1-2. The 1-2. Rocks and fires. Swung on. Bang foul down the line. We'll do it again. Arizona 5, Texas 3. Nobody on, 1 out. Lefty-lefty matchup. Mantiply comes set. The pitch on the way. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Swung over the top of the sinker, down and in around the ankles, and there's 2 away. First pitch on the way to Carter. They do leave him in. Lefty-lefty matchup. Down and away for a ball. It's 1-0. The 1-0 from Mantiply. Kicks and fires. Swung on. Bangs that foul down the first base line towards the dugout. 1-1. The 1-1. Here we go again with this pitch comm nonsense again. Mantiply says it's not working. You know, the first thing that comes to mind is there's no one on base. What's stopping you from using signs? They'll go into the dugout and get another one of those pitch comms. These things are so cheaply made and they have so many issues with them. They've got to find a new provider during the offseason. I don't think they do well. Probably because it's being held right where these guys sweat. It's getting wet. And that's probably shorting it out. So a 1-1 count as we get back to work. Pitch on the way, swing and a miss. Curveball on the edge, it's 1-2. They leave Carter in with 2 outs and nobody on. Really doesn't make a whole lot of sense to pull your pinch hitters. The 1-2 pitch, down and away, 2-2. The 2-2. Mantiply swing, and the ball is bounced over to first. Will it stay fair? Walker grabs it, steps on the bag. First base umpire Alfonso Marquez says that the ball went foul. So we'll do it over again at 2-2. Looking at the replay. Yeah, it looked like it did go foul. I don't know how Marquez saw that other than the fact he just assumed because he was blocked by the play. But a good assumption, the ball was foul by the time he caught it. So a 2-2 count to Carter. Spores is warming up in the Texas bullpen. You got to figure we're going to see him next inning. The pitch on the way, swung on, pops it up high over towards short. It'll be a soft pop fly out, and that'll end the inning. 3 up, 3 down. We'll head to the top of the 8th inning. The Arizona Diamondbacks clinging to a 2-run lead.
We have no midsize available at the moment.
I don't understand. I made a reservation. Do you have my reservation?
Yes, we do. Unfortunately, we ran out of cars.
But the reservation keeps the car here. That's why you have the reservation.
I know why we have reservations.
I don't think you do.
If you grew up in Gen X, you had your parents who told you every single day that you were like 1 second away from being murdered or kidnapped. Every single day. We had to get our fingerprints and our photo taken every school year in case we got kidnapped. And if that wasn't traumatizing enough, they put all the missing kids on the side of our milk carton that we drank at lunch. We had to practice what we would do if we caught on fire because they made it seem like we were going to catch on fire all the time. Every time you got on the escalator with your mom, you were doing something wrong. You were too close to this, your shoe was too untied. They insisted that if we made one wrong move on that escalator, we were going to get sucked down into those metal teeth and like put in like ground beef. I still have anxiety about escalators. They made us think we were going to die all the time.
Armchair.
You have to have moments that give you pleasure with your children or your hobbies or your games. And life can't all be big issues and heart surgery. You need something to give up. Something has to bring joy into the day. I've always thought that the 6 months during the baseball season, there was something in the day that wasn't there the other 6 months in winter. It was not that you had to listen to the game, but that you could if you needed it.
Welcome back. First pitch on the way to Christian Walker by John Gray is swung on and fouled back out of play. It's 0-1. Arizona 5, Texas 3. The 0-1 pitch. Swing and fouls it straight back off the catcher's protective gear. It's 0-2. The 0-2 righty-righty matchup. Pitch on the way. Swung on and missed. Strike 3. Walker down on strikes again. Just had a miserable postseason. Really is remarkable that they have gone on this run with him doing absolutely nothing in the postseason. Of course, I guess you could say the same thing for Texas with Jacob deGrom. So 1 down and Tommy Pham will come to the plate. Pham, righty-righty matchup. First pitch on the way. 97 miles an hour right down the pipe. It's 0-1. Arizona 5, Texas 3, top of the 8th inning. The 0-1 pitch in the dirt. 0-2. Oh, excuse me, 1-1. So a 1-1 count The pitch on the way. Down and in. Good take by Pham. It's 2-1. The 2-1 from Gray. Pham digs in. Pitch on the way. Swing and fouls it back. Do it again. So a 2-2 count, top of the 8th inning. Nobody on, 1 out. Gray comes set. Lets it go. Swing and fouls it away 97 miles an hour on the outer edge. We'll do it again. Texas trying to keep the score right here where it is. They got 2 more shots. Bottom of the 8th and the bottom of the 9th. Top of the order will be faced again. The 2-2 from Gray. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Tommy Pham down on strikes. His second strikeout of the day. Does have a home run, though. And there's 2 away. So 2 down. Lourdes Gurriel comes to the plate. Gurriel, he's 0 for 3 with a strikeout, 2 groundouts. He has done not much in the postseason. Does have a couple home runs, batting just .235. First pitch on the way to Gurriel's 96 inside. Remember, he came over in the trade from Toronto. They had a surplus of outfielders. The 1-0 to Gurriel. Gray comes set, lets her go. Swing and a miss. 1-1. One count. Kicks and deals. Caught looking. 97 right down the pipe. It's 1-2. Absolutely froze Gurriel. What's being reported is that Robert Card self-inflicted gunshot wound is what killed him. As far as when it happened, and supposedly it was in the wooded area that they'd been searching. The 1-2 pitch misses inside. Out of the zone, it's 2-2. So a 2-2 count to Gurriel. 2 outs. The 2-2 pitch. Swing, and that ball's going to get laced into center field. That's going to get down for a base hit. And the Arizona Diamondbacks have a runner on with 2 away. Been a while since they've had a threat. It'll bring Alec Thomas to the plate. Arizona trying to extend their lead. They lead by 2 here in the 8th inning. They know how quickly Texas can score. This would be a big game number 1 for Arizona to steal. John Gray comes set, fires the first pitch in, 97 miles an hour, way high out of the zone. It's 1-0. The 1-0. Righty-lefty matchup. Gray comes set, looks in the runner, the pitch on the way, swing, and fouls it straight back. It's 1-1. Standing on deck is Longoria. Perdomo in the hole if they can keep it going. Alec Thomas, 2 for 3 on the day. The speedster from the left side of the plate awaits. The 1-1. Down and in, 2-1. So a 2-1 count. Pitch on the way, 97 miles an hour. It's ball 3, 3-1. Arizona 5, Texas 3. Top of the 8th inning, 2 outs. The 3-1 pitch. On the way, swing and pops it up. Chase one high out of the zone. They're going to come in and try to make a play. It is going to just get out of the reach of Josh Young, who had a long way to go. Carter kind of Cadillacing over there towards the ball. I don't think he thought it was going to stay in play. He could have gotten to it. See if that comes back to bite him. So a full count, which means Gurriel will be on the run. Thomas digs in, 2 outs. Gray comes set. Runner goes. Swing and a miss, strike 3. 97 up top on the outer edge, and that'll end the inning. When we come back, the heart of the Texas Rangers order is coming to the plate.
Listen, if you feed your kid frozen pizza or chicken nuggets for dinner, you are a terrible parent. I don't care what it takes. You take the time out and you put that in the microwave.
Today we're going to talk about the career of Rod Carew. He made his major league debut April 11, 1967. He had a career-high 5 hits against Washington on May 8, 1967. On May 20th, 1967, he became the first Minnesota Twins player to hit for the cycle. All of these things happened in his first 2 months in the major leagues. He was an 18-time All-Star. He only missed 1 All-Star game in his career. In 1969, he stole home 7 times. Only Ty Cobb has stolen home more in 1 season. He hit 300 or better from 1969 to 1983. He never struck out 100 times in a season. He won 7 batting titles in his career and 4 straight from 1972 to 1975. He would miss out on a 5th straight batting title by .002. He led the American League in hits 3 times in his career. Over his 19-year career, he batted .328, had 3,053 hits, scored 1,424 runs, stole 353 bases, and had a .393 on-base percentage. He also won an MVP award in 1977. He was elected to the Baseball Hall of Fame in 1991 with 90.5% of the vote.
America's entry into World War I was very near in the spring of 1917. Millions had died on battlefields in Europe, and Americans could no longer stand by. Baseball was eager to show that it was ready to do its part. Van Johnson ordered teams to learn close order drill, and the Washington Senators showed off their marching skill, led by the athletic young Assistant Secretary of the Navy, Franklin Delano Roosevelt.
Welcome back. Ginkel is on for the Diamondbacks. Fires the first pitch in there for a strike. It's 0-1. The 0-1 righty-righty matchup to Garcia. Misses high and out of the zone. 4-seam fastball. 1-1. The 1-1 pitch. 96 up top. Just misses high and inside, 2-1. So a 2-1 count. Ginkel coming on, trying to spell the ninth inning, which would leave Sewald for the eighth inning, leaving Sewald for the ninth. A combination that has paid off well for these Arizona Diamondbacks here in October. The 2-1 pitch just grabs the outer edge. Are they saying that's ball 4? Garcia's heading down to first. Okay, no. It's 3-1. Garcia must not have realized the first pitch was called a strike. So a 3-1 count. Pitch on the way. Fastball right there at the knees on the outer edge. It's 3-2. 96-mile-an-hour fastball. The full count. Garver stands on deck. Texas trails by 2. The payoff pitch. Swung on, grounded over towards third. Backhanded by Longoria. That's going to be a foul ball. Garcia will head back to the plate. Garcia wincing a little bit. I don't know if that's just because of the result or something may be wrong. It's getting back in the box, so it appears to everything be okay. Righty-righty matchup. The 7th pitch of the at-bat. The payoff pitch. Swing and pops it back foul out of play. We'll do it again. It's 3-2. So a pretty good matchup here. A 3-2 count. The 8th pitch, payoff pitch. Swung on, grounded up the middle, underneath the diving glove of Perdomo, and it's a leadoff single for the Texas Rangers. Good piece of hitting by Garcia. Roasted up the middle. 1 on and nobody out here in the bottom of the 8th. Just under the glove of Perdomo. I think he actually might have got a piece of it. First pitch on the way to Garver is inside off the plate for a ball. It's 1-0. Mitch Garver, 0 for 2. A walk, an RBI in the 3rd. Batting .278 this postseason. The 1-0 pitch, right there at the knees for a strike. Looked like the slider. It's 1-1. Garcia stands on first. Garver at the plate. Heim is on deck, low in the hole. The 1-1. Ginkel comes set. The pitch on the way. Swing and a miss. It's 1-2. Kind of a half-hearted swing on the slider that dipped out of the zone. I think that pitch just really fooled him. So a 1-2 count. Righty-righty matchup. He would love to induce a ground ball to get a double play. Garver, the normally designated hitter, catcher by trait, does not have a lot of speed. The 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. 97 miles an hour up top. Top shelf in the corner, and there's one away. So 1 down. Garcia stands on first. The batter is now Heim. The first pitch on the way is high and out of the zone. Fastball misses up top. It's 1-0. Jonah Heim, 0 for tonight. Righty-lefty combo. The 1-0 pitch up top. Did not get the call there. 2-0. Moreno, the hind catcher, really wanted that call. He paused before he threw it back to the plate. It was right there, borderline. But Rayburn's had such a bad night behind the plate. Everything's being guessed. The 2-0 pitch. Swing and a miss. Ball gets away. Garcia will easily make it down to second on the wild pitch. The count is now 2-1. It was a slider in the dirt. Kicked well wide of the dish. Moreno really didn't have a prayer to stop that ball. So runner in scoring position now with one out. The 2-1 to Heim. Pitch on the way. Fastball misses high. Ball 3. Three-1 count. Standing on deck is Lowe. Ginkel in a bit of trouble here. The runner on second, one out. The 3-1 pitch, swing, and fouls it back over the third base dugout. It's 3-2. D-backs 5, Rangers 3. Bottom of the 8th inning. A full count to Heim. Garcia on second. Heim representing the tying run. But an important run there at second. If they can get Garcia in, make a comeback a lot easier in the 9th. The full count to Heim. Ginkel pitches, the payoff pitch, swing, and fouls that down the left field line again. Out of play. Ginkel, 18 pitches already in this inning, has only recorded one out. The 3-2, payoff pitch. Swung on, banged that foul towards the first base dugout on the Texas side. We'll do it again at a full count. Ginkel really laboring, working slow. Raises the glove. Spins around. Does not offer to second base, but that will be one of his moves. He's pretty much a fastball slider pitcher. High 90s to high 80s. The 3-2 pitch. Swing and fouls it back 97 miles an hour. We'll do it again. You got to figure the more Heim sees those two pitches, he's more likely to hook up with one of them. Full count. The 9th pitch of the at-bat. Ginkel lets her fly. This is down low, ball 4. So Ginkel has put 2 runners on, has only retired one. That'll bring Nathaniel Lowe to the plate. Josh Young stands on deck. Arizona's going to have a quick powwow there at the mound. We'll be back in a flash. Game on the line. Runners on first and second, and one away.
Well, the season's finally here.
The Armchair Quarterbacks are back. Saturdays, 10 a.m., you'll be tailgating with the Armchair Quarterbacks. Mac Magee, Joey and Tones, and the rest of the Armchair Quarterbacks live, 10 a.m. Saturdays this fall. Talking college football, SEC, ACC, Big Ten, the NFL, fantasy football advice, and our picks against the spread. Right here on Braves Country HD, 99.1 FM, WQEE.
Yeah, the Armchair Quarterback.
We've got runners on first and second. 1 out. Nathaniel Lowe, the left-hander, coming to the bat. The right-hander, Young, stands on deck. First pitch on the way to Lowe is a fastball, misses high. 94 miles an hour. It's 1-0. Ginkel is throwing 22 pitches. The 1-0 pitch. Swing and a miss. 94. Bout letter high. It's 1-1. He's thrown 24 pitches and only recorded 1 out. You do wonder how much gas he has in the tank. Arizona's been off the last few days, so that wouldn't be the case, but the fact that he's a reliever about to hit 30 pitches. The 1-1 from Ginkel. Rocks and fires. Swing and a miss. 94 up top. It's 1-2. So a 1-2 count. Sewald, the closer, is warming up in the bullpen. You know, Luvella does not want to waste Ginkel's outing here. The 1-2 pitch. Swung on, lifted into left field. That's going to get into the glove of Gurriel. Charging in and making the catch into shallow left field. The runners will retreat, and there's 2 away. Lowe just kind of got tied up on that one. Kept just enough air underneath it for the left fielder to come underneath and make the catch. So 2 down, a big second out. Ginkel will try to finish off the inning here, facing the right-handed, powerful bat of Josh Young. Righty-righty matchup. Runner on first, runner on second. 2 outs. They'll be running at the crack of the bat. Arizona leads at 5-3. First pitch on the way. Swung on, fouled over the first base dugout. Out of play. It's 0-1. Fastball came in high and inside. Right in there on the fists. The 0-1. Ginkel comes set. Looks back Garcia at second. The 0-1 pitch. 94 up top. Misses high. It's 1-1. So a 1-1 count. The pitch on the way, swung on, banged on the ground over towards short. Perdomo's got it, fires it over to first, and it's a 6-3 putout, getting Young by about a step or so. That'll end the inning. Texas threatens but fails to score. We're heading to the 9th inning, game 1 of the 2023 World Series. Arizona leads it 5-3.
Heavenly Father, we thank you tonight for all your blessings. You said in all things give thanks. So we want to thank you tonight. Thank you for the Dodges and the Toyotas. Thank you for the Fords. And most of all, Lord, I want to thank you for my smoking hot wife. In Jesus' name, boogity, boogity, boogity. Amen.
Armchair.
Braves country today. We're talking Southern sports. We go live 3 to 5 weekdays right here on WQEE. Braves Country Today, Southern sports talk with the voice of Braves Country baseball, Mac Magee. Joined every day from sports analysts from all over Braves Country, talking college football, the NFL, Major League Baseball, and what's trending in the world of sports. Braves Country Today, we go live 3 to 5 weekdays right here on WQEE.
The Indians were confident, outspoken, and quick to remind Atlanta that they had lost both World Series they had played. But thanks to their superb pitching, Atlanta won 3 out of the first 5 games. In Game 6, Bobby Cox sent Tom Glavine out to try to secure the Braves' first World Series title since 1957, when they were in Milwaukee. Atlanta fans who had booed Glavine unmercifully on opening day for being a player representative cheered him on as he went to work on Cleveland's powerful lineup. Glavine pitched away from batters all night, continually locating his fastballs and changeups along the outside edges of the plate. He allowed just one hit in 8 innings. David Justice's solo home run in the 6th was all the scoring the Braves would need.
Baerga is 0 for 3. Left center field. Grissom on the run. The team of the 90s has its world championship.
Welcome back. First pitch on the way from John Gray is right there for a strike. Devin Longoria on the inner cut. It's 0-1. Started him off with the slider. Gray, 24 pitches into the night. Of course, he is a starter during the regular season. The 0-1 pitch, swing and a miss. It's 0-2. Texas hoping Gray can keep them close in this game, keep it a 2-run lead, and then turn it over to the Texas bats in the 9th as they'll face Sewald. The 0-2 pitch, swing and a miss, strike 3. Jonathan Gray, 4 strikeouts, pitching really well. You know, the questions will start coming from the Rangers fans on why he's not getting a chance to pitch a little more. So 1 down, top of the 9th. Tomorrow will be Jordan Montgomery versus Merrill Kelly. That'll be another good pitching matchup. Looks like they're going to lift Gray. Thought they might have him pitch a little bit more, but instead we'll get a pitching change here. Looks like it's going to be our old friend Will Smith when we come back.
Kelly was the trickiest player who ever handled a baseball. There was nothing he would not attempt. Baseball rules were never made for Kel.
The most popular and most notorious star of the 19th century was Michael Joseph King Kelly, the sure-handed catcher for the Chicago White Stockings. He was so...
Welcome back. Will Smith comes in. The left-hander fires the first pitch in there for a strike. It's 0-1. The 0-1 pitch to Perdomo, swung on, popped up, foul back out of play. It's 0-2. Corbin Carroll stands on deck. It's the real reason why Will Smith is in, though Perdomo a much better hitter from the left side. The 0-2 pitch, down and in, 1-2. So a 1-2 count. Arizona leads it by 2, top of the 9th inning. The 1-2 from Smith. Kicks and fires, down and in, 2-2. Looking ahead to the Texas 9th inning. They'll have the number 9 hitter Tavares due up, and then the top of the order. Simeon, Seager, and if anybody gets on, Carter, Garcia. The 2-2 from Smith. Swung on, banged off the ground, over to third. Young's got it, fires it over to first, and it's a 5-3 put out for out number 2. So 2 down, and the leadoff hitter, Corbin Carroll, comes to the plate. Carroll had a big, what was logged as a triple, but it was really a defensive miscue, mental miscue by the center fielder Tavares. Took the wrong route to cut it off, and the ball rolled all the way to the wall. With Corbin's speed as the first pitch misses high, and out of the zone, it's 1-0. Lucky that Carroll didn't come all the way around for an inside the Parker. The 1-0 pitch. Swing, and that ball's lifted high into right field. Going up for it. Making a leaping grab is Alice Garcia. Holy cow, what a catch. We'll be back in a flash. Texas grabs the bats. Bottom of the 9th.
How so? How so? I'll tell you how so. She's bald.
What do you mean bald?
What do you think I mean bald? Bald. Bald, bald. She's bald. She's bald.
Well, the season's finally here.
The Armchair Quarterbacks are back. Saturdays, 10 a.m. to 2 p.m., you'll be tailgating with the Armchair Quarterbacks. Mac Magee, Brian Snow, Joey and Tones, and the rest of the Armchair Quarterbacks live, 10 a.m. to 2 p.m., Saturdays this fall. Talking college football, SEC, ACC, Big Ten, the NFL, fantasy football advice, and our picks against the spread. Right here on Braves Country HD, 99.1 FM, WQEE.
Make sure to listen to the Armchair Quarterbacks. Good enough for us down here in the bayou. Go Tigers and the Armchair Quarterbacks.
Yeah, the All-American man.
Found a rattlesnake by the shed door, told Grandpa, and he said, well, you know where the pistol is. I was 8.
Armchair.
And with 2 out, you talk about a roll of the dice. This is it. Trying to catch lightning right now. Sachs waiting on deck. But the game right now is at the plate. High fly ball into right field. She is gone! Now, new heroes emerged from Ruth's shadow. Luke Appling, Johnny Mize, Earl Averill. Mel Ott of the Giants was so feared at the plate that he was once intentionally walked with the bases loaded. Hack Wilson of the Cubs hit even harder than he drank. 1 year batting in 190 runs. Still a major league record. One writer said that Wilson was built along the lines of a beer keg and not unfamiliar with its contents.
Sewald is being called in to slam the door. 33-year-old veteran, 3.12 ERA in the regular season. But so far this postseason, 6 for 6 in save opportunities, 8 innings pitched, no earned runs. The right-hander fires the first pitch, 91-mile-an-hour cutter on the outer edge, called for a strike. Travis does not like it. It's 0-1. Another wide strike called by home plate umpire DJ Rayburn. The 0-1 pitch, 92, four-seam misses high, 1-1. The 1-1 from Sewald. Rocks and fires. 92 on the edge. Did he go around? They said he did not. Pitch hit in the same area, exact same spot as the first pitch, but that one was called the ball by Rayburn. So go figure. The 2-1. Outside wide, 3-1. So a 3-1 count. Sewald comes out of the pen and can't find the strike zone. Top of the order is standing on deck. The 3-1 pitch, nowhere near the zone, ball 4. Those 5 pitches, 4 called for balls. All 5 were well out of the strike zone. Manuel Rivera come in to play third base, defensive replacement for Longoria. Simeon 0 for 4 digs in. The first pitch on the way. Swing and a miss on the outer edge. It's 0-1. Calling it a sweeper, but it's much more like a slider. It's got biting action, the 0-1 pitch. Swung on, that ball is rifled down the left field line. Just foul. And I mean just foul. It's 0-2. Arizona 5, Texas 3. Bottom of the 9th inning. Game 1 of a 7-game series. We'll have every game here, pitch by pitch, play by play, here on Braves Country Radio. The 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Up top right in his kitchen. Under the hands, and there's one away. Big out number 1 by Sewald. But he's far from out of the woods yet. He's got Seager coming to the plate, the most dangerous hitter on either team. And Carter, one of the hottest hitters, standing on deck. The first pitch on the way, that ball's gone. Belted into the deep right field seats. Ram-a-lam-a ding-dong, zip, boom, bam. We've got a tie ball game in the bottom of the 9th of Game 1 of your World Series. Sewald knew it instantly. Corey Seager knew it instantly. He swung the bat and instantly yelled out, knowing that ball was gone and it was staying fair. That ball was absolutely smoked into the upper deck. Like we just said, the most dangerous batter on either team just went yard, and it's 5-5. First pitch on the way to Carter is right there on the edge for a strike. It's 0-1. The Texas faithful are finally awake. Haven't shown a whole lot of life this game after the first inning, but they are standing on their feet now. The 0-1 pitch is fouled back. It's 0-2. So an 0-2 count. Time is called. Carter taking his timeout. Five game. Bottom of the 9th. 1 out. The 0-2 pitch. Outside wide, 1-2. So a 1-2 count. Sewald, who had been absolutely flawless, coughs up the 2-run lead here in the ninth. The 1-2 pitch. Swing and pops it back foul. It's 1-2. That was an absolute just money. You couldn't have put it on a tee better for him. The 1-2 pitch on the way. Swung on. Foul back again. We'll do it again. Arizona 5, Texas 5, bottom of the ninth. The 1-2. Garcia stands on deck with 1 out. Pitch on the way. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Came him out of his shoes there on the slider, and there's 2 away. He was trying to hit the top of the zone inside with that pitch. It's where the catcher's was set up, but he hung it about belt high. First pitch on the way to Garcia is right down the pipe, taken all the way for a strike. It's 0-1. Alice Garcia, 4 for 10 lifetime against Sewald. Does have a home run, so he could walk it off if he did the same here. The 0-1 pitch. Swung on, foul back out of play. It's 0-2. The 0-2. Righty-righty matchup. Time is called. The 0-2 pitch from Sewald. Leans and fires. I apologize, but my feed has gone dead. I don't know what the hell. They went to a commercial. It says Garcia was hit by a pitch. So I'm going to wait for them to come back from whatever commercial break they just went to. You got to be kidding me. I've got the stream feed up that's several seconds behind. They'll eventually catch up with it. But supposedly Garver's at the bat and Atlas Garcia was hit by a pitch. All right, now they're back. I'm going to take their word for it. I think he was hit by a pitch. First pitch on the way to Garver. Atlas Garcia takes off. He steals second, and he is in there with the head first slide, and there's 2 away. The pitch was high and out of the zone. It's a 1-0 count. So we do apologize there a second ago. The local feed went to commercial like a couple of chowderheads. Natalis Garcia, I guess, was hit by a pitch, steals the first pitch, and now they're going to go ahead and automatically walk Garver. And this is because Heim was pulled earlier in the game. And so his replacement is coming to the plate in Hedges. Heim was pulled for a pinch runner last time up. First pitch on the way to Hedges, a swing and a miss strike. It's 0-1. Austin Hedges, righty-righty matchup. The 0-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. It's 0-2. So an 0-2 count. Runners on first and second, but the only one that matters is Garcia, who represents the winning run. The 0-2 from Sewald. Leans and fires. Swing and a miss, strike 3. That'll end the inning. We are getting extra innings, free baseball in Game 1 of the World Series. We'll be back in a flash here on Braves Country Radio. Welcome back. Jose Leclerc is coming in, the closer for the Rangers. See how he fares. He got pounded around a little bit in the Astros series. The first pitch on the way to Ketel Marte is right there for a strike. It's 0-1. 5-5 your score. We're in extra innings here in Game 1 of the World Series. The 0-1 pitch, 97 inside, 1-1. Marte, Moreno, Walker due up. The 1-1 pitch, 96 at the knees. Taken all the way by Marte, 1-2. 2, 3, and 4 hitters. If anybody gets on, Pham and then Gurriel. The 1-2. Swing and slices that foul out of play. We'll do it again. It's 1-2. The 1-2 from Leclerc. Swung on, that ball is laced over to second. One hopper. Simeon's got it, and it's a 4-3 put out and one away. So one down. Top of the 10th inning. First pitch on the way is down and away for a ball. Did he go around? So, said Moreno held up. It's 1-0. The 1-0 righty-righty matchup. Grabs it outside for a strike. Good cutter there. It's 1-1. Moreno 0 for 4. Been fairly quiet this postseason. The 1-1 pitch. 98 miles an hour, nowhere near the zone. It's 2-1. So a 2-1 count. Pitch on the way. Swing and fouls it straight back. It's 2-2. The 2-2. Nobody on. Tie game here in the top of the 10th inning. Leclerc comes set. The pitch on the way. 98 up top misses. Ball 3. Full count and standing on deck is Walker. He's been in one heck of a slump. It'd be a great time for him to come out. The 3-2 pitch. Swing and fouls it straight back. Moreno just missed that one. It went straight back to the screen. Anytime you see that, that was almost pay dirt. So a full count. Jose comes set. The pitch on the way. Swing and a miss, strike 3. 97 miles an hour, blew his doors right off on the outer edge, and there's 2 away. Looked like Moreno might have actually gotten just a sliver of that. Catcher was able to hold on for it for a foul tip strike. First pitch on the way to Walker is a swing and a miss, down and in. Nowhere near the zone is 0-1. Christian Walker batting .167 in the postseason. The 0-1 pitch, swing and a miss, nowhere near it. It's 0-2. An abysmal showing for Christian Walker, their cleanup hitter. Kyle Nelson, the left-hander, is warming up in the bullpen. The 0-2 pitch. Texas fans starting to wake up again. They're standing on, some of them are standing on their feet. The 0-2 pitch on the way. Swung on, pops it up. Another bad at bat by Christian Walker. That'll be an easy out. We'll head to break. Heading to the bottom of the 10th. 1 run will end this game. Welcome back. Bottom of the 10th inning. Nelson is on the left-hander, an 0-2 count to low. Lefty-lefty matchup. Pitch on the way, down and away for a ball. It's 1-2. The 1-2 from Kyle Nelson. Nowhere near the zone, down and away, 2-2. So a 2-2 count. The 2-2 pitch on the way, inside, ball 3. Diamondbacks trying to bounce back here after Paul Sewald choked away a 2-run lead of the 9th. And Nelson loses the first batter he faces, a leadoff walk to start the inning. That'll bring the number 8 hitter, Josh Young, to the plate. He's 2 for 4 with 2 singles, batting .306 in the series. Nelson taking his time to come set. The pitch on the way, swing, and fouls it straight back. It's 0-1. You would think a loss like this would be crushing for Arizona, but honestly, I don't think it will be. They're playing with house money, and I don't think they expected to even be in that game one. The fact that they were even in it was a huge surprise to them. Once you get to where they were, you hated to lose the lead, but I don't think it's going to be as devastating if it would have been a team that was a heavy favorite. The 1-1 pitch swung on, banged over to short. Perdomo's got it, fires it to second, and he fires it over to first, and that's going to be a 6-4-3 rally-killing double play. Good defensive play by Perdomo. He was on his back foot as that ball was hit deep in the hole, had to fire it over to Marte, and Marte, great job of getting it down to first. I did not think they were going to turn that. Josh Young for a third baseman runs pretty well. That'll bring Letty Tavares to the plate. Letty over from the right side now, the switch hitter facing the southpaw. First pitch on the way, right there at the knees. It's 0-1. Letty's 0 for 3. No ghost runner rule here in the 10th inning. The 0-1 misses high and out of the zone. It's 1-1. The MLB postseason, there is no ghost runner, so take it back a few years to when baseball decided their games, as they always had, in extra innings. So a 1-2 count to Tavares after a swinging strike at the slider. Lefty-righty matchup. Pitch on the way. Down and in, 2-2. Nelson can ill afford to nibble here. The top of the order is due up next. The 2-2, nibbling again, down and in, 3-2. So a 3-2 count. pitching around the number 9 hitter is going to get you in trouble. The 3-2 pitch misses inside, ball 4. So Nelson nibbling away has now walked the winning run to first. He will now face Marcus Semien, and standing on deck is the man of the hour, Corey Seager. Semien stepping out because here comes, geez, they got to get the Arizona Diamondbacks pitching coach a scooter. He is out there like every damn inning. So they're having a powwow up there at the mound talking about what they're going to do with Semien. Tomorrow, the Armchair Quarterback kickoff show, 10 a.m. to noon. They got everything in order, and he's heading back to the dugout. Nelson, sure he got some kind of a talking to. Probably something on the line of, what are you, an idiot? You pitched around the number 9 hitter to get to Marcus Semien. First pitch on the way to Semien is swung on. He roasts that into left field. Not a shock there. Base hit. And the winning run stands at second. So runners on first and second, 2 outs. And Seager, now the man at the bat. First pitch on the way to Seager is down and away for a ball. It's 1-0. The 1-0 pitch. Kicks and deals, down and in, 2-0. So a 2-0 count. Nelson once again nibbling. Carter stands on deck. Winning run at second that he walked on. The 2-1-2-0 pitch swung on, banged over to second, fires it over to first, and it's a 4-3 put out, and that'll end the inning. We'll head to the top of the 11th in a tie game. 5 runs, 8 hits for Arizona. 5 runs, 8 hits for Texas. We'll be back in a flash. Game 1 of the 2023 World Series.
Well, the season's finally here.
The Armchair Quarterbacks are back. Saturdays, 10 a.m., you'll be tailgating with the Armchair Quarterbacks. Mac Magee, Joey and Tones, and the rest of the Armchair Quarterbacks live, 10 a.m. Saturdays this fall. Talking college football, SEC, ACC, Big Ten, the NFL, fantasy football advice, and our picks against the spread. Right here on Braves Country HD, 99.1 FM, WQEE.
Yeah, the Armchair Quarterback.
Why is there a pancake in the silverware drawer?
Man, why is there silverware in the pancake drawer?
Enjoy sun-drenched days, epic stays, and plenty of room to roam in Greater Fort Lauderdale. Our hotels, attractions, and restaurants have taken the Visit Lauderdale's Safe and Clean pledge so you can relax and explore with confidence. When you're ready for that well-deserved staycation, our 23 miles of golden beaches await. Find wide-open spaces to hike, bike, kayak, and paddleboard. Visit your favorite attractions, then dine out in style in dining rooms or al fresco on waterfront patios. Learn more at sunny.org.
Don't miss a moment of heart-stopping NFL coverage on Armchair Quarterback Radio.
Riggins. He's going to go all the way. Unless Blackwood can catch him, and he can't. 3rd and 3. We'll see a pickup sometime on the right side. Over 200.
Welcome back. First pitch on the way to Tommy Pham was a strike, and the 0-1 pitch is swung on, popped up, soft fly ball to left field, and there's one away. One down. Lourdes Gurriel comes to the plate. First pitch on the way is swung on, tap foul, back behind home plate. It's 0-1. The 0-1 righty-righty matchup as Leclerc stays in. Pitch on the way, down and away. 1-1, excuse me. So a 1-1 count. Leclerc lets her fly. 97 outside wide. Did he go around? They're going to say he did. 1-2. Gurriel asks for time. Starlin Castro is warming up in the Arizona bullpen. Most NL fans know that's almost waving a white flag. The 1-2 pitch. Swing and fouls it straight back. Do it again. Texas 5, Arizona 5. Paul Sewald choked away a 2-run lead in the 9th inning, giving up a 2-run jack to Corey Seager. The 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Gurriel down on strikes once again. And there's 2 away. First pitch on the way to Thomas is inside for a ball. It's 1-0. Alec Thomas 2 for 4. The 1-0 pitch. Swing and a miss. 1-1. One count, down and in. 2-1. So a 2-1 count. Leclerc is at 25 pitches, by the way. Swing and pops it up. High in the sky, coming in, making the catch is Josh Young in foul territory. That'll end the inning. Leclerc, 26 pitches. Got to figure that he will not be available tomorrow. We'll be back in a flash. Heading to the bottom of the 11th.
This portion of the show is being brought to you by Ed's Almost Good Beer. Remember, Ed's Almost Good Beer was brewed in God's country when God wasn't looking.
I might audible. If I audible, I'll use Omaha! Omaha!
Red Polly! Red Polly! Blue Poncho! Blue Poncho! Dilly! Rambo! Give me Kershaw here, Kershaw!
You're listening to the Armchair Quarterbacks.
Stop, Japan! Richmond, New York! Richmond, Florida! Sally, Buffalo! Check! Hey, Short Ox! Luda Raiders! Red Omaha! Time out!
Oh, wow, I'm pretty sure that's going to be there it is. Another flag on the play.
Multiple flags on the play. Holding. Offense number 97. That penalty was declined. Touchdown. After the play, unsportsmanlike conduct. Offense number 22. Penalty will be applied to the kickoff.
This is going to be one of the strangest calls.
That son of a... You playing against Dick this week? Yeah. Could be worse, man. When I played against him, he ejected all my players.
What?
Armchair.
A room in right center. If he hits one there, we can dance in the streets. The 2-1. Swung line drive left field. One run is in. Here comes Brave. Here's the throw to the plate. He is safe. Braves win.
The fundamental reason for the popularity of the game is the fact that it is a national safety valve. A young, ambitious, and growing nation needs to let off steam. Baseball serves the same purpose as a revolution in Central America or a thunderstorm on a hot day. A tonic, an exercise, baseball is second only to death as a leveler. So long as it remains our national game, America will abide no monarchy, and anarchy will be too slow.
Welcome back. Evan Carter will be the batter. Kyle Nelson still out there pitching. First pitch on the way from Nelson is a swing and a miss strike. It's 0-1. Lefty matchup. Carter 2 for 5 on the night. The 0-1 pitch down and away. 1-1. Carter threw 19 pitches that last half inning he was out there. The 1-1 pitch, swing and a miss. It's 1-2. So a 1-2 count. Lefty matchup. The pitch on the way. Down and away. 2-2. The 2-2 pitch. Swing and pops it up. High in the sky. Should be easy playable. Corbin Carroll makes the catch and there's one down. So one down. And buckle up. Starlin Castro is coming in to face Garcia. We might be seeing a walk-off here. We'll be back in a flash.
Look at that! The Hendersons are getting a new fence.
Ah, who cares? They're swingers.
I want a new fence. That's it. We're never having sex again.
Need a home loan fast? At the American Bank of Los Santos, we'll help you get the debt you need to make life easier. We'll show you how to look richer and be poorer. You need to impress people fast. Not in 20 years. It's only a risk if you get into money troubles or the economy changes. Call American Bank of Los Santos. Now that the kids have moved out and have drug problems of their own, maybe it's time to install a luxury marble wet bar so you can get drunk in private. American Bank of Los Santos. Why worry about tomorrow if you look inadequate today?
Armchair.
Braves Country Today. We're talking Southern sports. We go live 3 to 5 weekdays right here on WQEE. Braves Country Today, Southern sports talk with the voice of Braves Country baseball, Mac Magee. Joined every day from sports analysts from all over Braves Country, talking college football, the NFL, Major League Baseball, and what's trending in the world of sports. Braves Country Today. We go live 3 to 5 weekdays right here on WQEE.
Oh, come on, Quigley. Will you don't give me that.
Look at me, 92, and I still enjoy swimming and golfing, and biking, all sports.
Whoopee.
That too.
Come on, after all at your age, must be down to a handshake, huh?
Yep, before and after.
There's a lot of wonderful stillness in baseball that I love. Many seconds of stillness. When the pitcher has got the sign, the batter is crouched, the ball players all lean forward with their hands on their knees, and then very shortly the ball is delivered. But in that tiny period when the pitch and the fever of the crowd is tangible, there's a moment of absolute stillness that I treasure.
Welcome back. Miguel Castro comes in to face Adolis Garcia. First pitch on the way to Garcia is nowhere near the zone. In fact, it is a wild pitch. It's 1-0. Very, very interesting choice for Lovella to go to with the power hitting Garcia standing at the plate. Castro known for his fly ball home runs. 1-0 pitch. That pitch is nowhere near the zone, in the dirt. 2-0. So a 2-0 count. Righty-righty matchup. The pitch on the way. Swing and a miss. Garcia came out of his shoes out of a pitch well out of the zone. 2-1. He decided to swing at that pitch around Wednesday morning. The 2-1 pitch. Down in the dirt. 3-1. So Castro has come out of the pen, thrown 4 pitches, none of them in the zone, 3 of them wildly out of the zone. The 3-1 from Castro. On the way. Boom! And that ball's hit high and deep, going back. And did I call it or did I call it? The game is over. Starlin Castro, the walking walk-off, gives up the walk-off home run and continues to be a disaster. Texas wins it 6-5 after leading 5-3. Arizona gives up a 2-run shot in the 9th, which Sewald, you have to throw the loss on him. And then it didn't help the fact that Lovello put Castro in to face a home run hitter. That'll end the game. We're taking off. Y'all have a good night. We'll see you tomorrow. Rangers win 6-5 on a head-scratching move by Lovello and the Arizona Diamondbacks.